if you're ready for a change. Are you ready to change the language of grief? Are you ready to make a difference? Are you ready to help somebody who it might, within 24 hours from now, or even today, not have to experience somebody coming up to them and telling them that their loved one is in a better place, or that they are out of pain, or, hey, I'm sorry about your loss, would you like to go to lunch? Hey, why don't you just go get another job? Or, hey, you know what, maybe you could get remarried, you're young. Or, you know what, can you have more kids? If those kind of things bother you, this is the video for you. We need to bring awareness to this problem. Why is it a problem? Well, because I'll tell you what, I've been on this grief site since November, and I hear it every day. Every day people are saying somebody said something to them that hurt them, and now they're in a group. They're in a closed group. You know why they're in a closed group? Because they can't talk to a lot of people. And this is an attack on anybody. You know what this is? This is going, hey, you know what, as a society, let's just say, hey, this needs to change. Yeah, we're changing it on Facebook. That's as far as it's got, though, is Facebook. It needs to go further than that. You know, when you have a son or a daughter that's murdered, and, you know, if I hear from another parent, I mean, you know, I'm frustrated. If you can't tell, I just get frustrated when I hear this stuff. It is the most saddest thing I have ever heard in my life. You know, a widow who just lost her husband is sitting there, and she's told to move on, but then she's judged if she's seen in a restaurant with another gentleman. Oh my God, she moved too fast. So what does the world need from us? And I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I think about this. What I think is these things were taught by no ill intent. I think that as a society, they were just passed on. I mean, haven't we ever passed on something and we don't know where we got it from? Well, this is one of those things. So what happens is we turn this into anger and we attack people, or we get sicker with grief because we don't know what to do with it. We don't know where to go with it. We can't even cry out in public and feel comfortable. Why is this society, can we not cry out in public? I'd like to know that. That's probably another video. But anyways, let's stick back to the topic. I need your help, okay? I need to get this video to the people who can put it on the news that lets everybody know that as grievers, we're tired of that. And guess what? The people, everybody in the world will at one point or another grieve, right? I mean, really, the world grieves. Nobody, I mean, I've said that before, and I really haven't heard anybody really reply to that. But if you think about it, everybody in their life will lose somebody. So they'll all grieve. And everybody grieves differently. And instead of attacking people for the knowledge that they have been given, let's reteach it. You know, we can't go around complaining and not trying to bring attention to something that devastates people on an everyday basis all the time. Okay? 6 months out of losing my husband, I was thrown a grief pamphlet and was told, Angie, you need to move on. Okay? I didn't know how to do that. What does that mean? So when I tried to move on, I couldn't. Okay? So I want to come up with a different way to approach grieving. And a lot of the ideas were like this. They just want to be listened to. Okay? They just want you to call them and say hi. If they're crying and talking, let them cry and talk. You know, try to not give any direction to the person who's in grief. Okay? They already feel an overwhelming amount of pressure to do better. Grief is the most uncomfortable feeling in the world. I mean, you feel like you're going to lose your mind. Your mind races from the past to the present to the now. It feels like you're having an anxiety attack. And then you have somebody who, like I said, no fault of their own, says, well, maybe you should do this. Well, you know, I don't know if you've ever experienced a panic attack, but go up to somebody who's having a panic attack and tell them that they need to do something else. Does that make sense? Right? So what I want to do with this video is just keep sharing it, keep sharing it, keep sharing it, and hopefully the language of grief can change. Thanks.